In Odd Reviews Odd Media Report 147, Bridgerton. I've already done the show in the autism series, but something stuck out to me in season 3 and I want to talk about it. Basically, the character Francesca is meant to be deeply queer-coded, and the way they showed this is almost identical to how we autistic code, mostly by showing how she was detached from conversations and not interested in the things everybody else is, which is in her case because all anybody's ever talking about is men and marriage, which she doesn't find particularly entrancing since she's not actually into men. And when she does try to connect with men to find a husband, she's completely uninterested unless they have a great deal to talk about, which could look like she only connects with people over her special interests, but in this case, well, it could be both. If we're being honest, is because she doesn't find any men attractive to her, so she is more focused on finding someone she could be a friend with than she is on finding somebody pretty, unlike most of her peers. And while the story in particular pushes you clearly toward the fact that she is the odd one out more due to her sexuality than anything, it's really interesting to see how these two narrative concepts heavily influence each other and overlap, because disconnect and deviance from the norm is perceived by viewers in many different ways. And also how much psychosocial disabilities are social. The fact that she is not participating in society the way society wishes her to makes her perceived as fundamentally different from everybody else. We as an audience see Francesca and Eloise as autistic coded primarily because they're not fitting in with the norms of everything else, often also tying that into speculation on their sexualities, because why else would they be detached from this world if there weren't some fundamental internal difference driving that? It's almost like, even outside of media narrative, you could argue any semblance of madness or mental disability for literally anyone if you just found them in the right social circumstances and believed hard enough. An interesting thing to ponder.